Hello, 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 hello. If you're talking, I'm not able to hear you. You're not audible.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
now it
now
is
I'm
fine.
able to hear.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, now it is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Rishikesh, one thing I need to ask you, like, is it possible to extend your classes from 11 to 2 or 11 to 3? Is it possible for you?
Now let's see how what things that we can cover, and based on that we can decide how much we want to stretch those classes.
No, no,
Okay.
no. From next weekend. Next weekend,
Next weekend.
yeah, yeah. Like from your classes will be your 8:30 to 12:30. No? So is it possible to take the classes like from 11 to 2 or 11 to 3? Is it fine from you?
You want to start at 11 o'clock?
Yes, yes, yes. Not today.
Hello.
In yeah, yeah. Not
So
not today.
11 o'clock would 11 o'clock is difficult because uh, if you do it at morning time, even if you start at 9:30, that would be also okay for me. But after that, it gets difficult for me to join these classes. Hello.
Any afternoon classes?
No, I have only these slots available in morning till afternoon.
Morning, no. Okay.
I mean, if you want to start a little bit late, that is also okay for me. I mean, 11 o'clock would be too much late. Like this is almost half a day call.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what happened? Actually, my shift is changing currently. So I completely work on the US shift. So that is the issue. Okay. Let's see then. How can I manage?
US shift.
Yeah, I mean every day I work till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Okay, so that is actually means it, okay. So last class we covered the what you call with files and link, uh, this thing, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so today we are going to start the panda. I today start the panda. Weekdays you don't have any time, no?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
Yeah. Weekday. Weekday you don't have any time, right?
No, weekday is difficult. Well, my weekday morning, I mean, I have to work.
Yeah, sorry. Weekday morning shift. Okay. Hello. 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 Okay. Okay. So let's start from the Panda series. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. So let's start the series part.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Hello. Hello. Okay. So 1 second. Okay. So this is your Panda series. Okay. Okay. So
Okay, you hear me? Hello.
yeah. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Like this is your like Panda. Okay. So mostly when working with Panda, you can see that this is one series concept. So series concept means, okay, let me open an Excel, then I can tell you. Okay. So series means you can see that this is my one ID. Okay. This is my employee name, suppose job title. So this is one column. So this column means if I taking only this column, so you can see that we have some index number like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my one series. Okay, suppose if I am taking one row only. Like I have ID, employee name, job title. So this is my also one series. Okay. If you only take the single record or single column, that is in in Panda, it is a series. You can see that. Okay. So let's create a series. We just create a array and pass the data. Okay. So you can see that array my data. What is the my array? Suppose we have label my data. So I create a array also numpy array, and this is a dictionary. This is a list. Okay. So how to create series? PD series, then my data. So my data means you can see that here we have 10, 20, and 30. So it will create a series, and by default you can see that this is my index. So in series your default index is 0. Okay. Then pd.series data equal to my data index equal to levels. Okay.
So what is this NumPy?
Okay. NumPy is the another library I will tell you. Okay. That is all your mathematic related operation are there. Where like whenever you working with data science, so there is also a library called NumPy. So I will
Okay.
okay, I will cover that. So don't worry. Okay. So pd.series. So here equal to data equal to my data, and then here you can define index also. If you want your own index, you can define index equal to level like A, B, C, 10, 20, 30. Okay. Then pd.series my data, then level. Okay. Then pd.series array. So these are the series you can see there over single row and column.
Series means column, right?
Only
One
yeah,
single column.
either a single column or single row. Okay. That is in Panda it
Series.
is a series. Not the entire table. You only take one row. Only one row or one column you can select.
Okay.
Okay. So this is in Python it is a series. Okay. Then you can do your okay. You can do also your math like your whatever your math related. Mostly why we use series. Like if you are using some kind of calculation, okay, so like any calculation, so you can also like using that two series also. Like you can see the we have series one, we have series two, okay. Then so we can plus this like we can add these two series. So whatever the series name according to that it will.
So when to use this series?
Okay, so there are different kind of option like if where you want to transform only the particular single row. At that time you using that particular column or using that particular row you can create a series and do your operation calculation part.
Okay.
So this is your most important data frame part. Okay. So here you can see that I from NumPy I just create some random data. So this is my data set. You can see that I created data frame that this is my random 5 and 4. So this is like the random data, and these are the This is my row name. This is my column.
So panda.data frame, it's the function.
Yeah, this is the your method. Panda data frame. Okay.
And what
So
input it takes?
yeah, this is your data. This is your particular row particular you can say that this one index of row, and this is your column. Okay, this is your column. So now if you want to access this particular column, so this is how you are PSW. Okay, you are getting that particular column now. Okay,
So entire column it will get.
yeah, entire column means single column. This is only here I only taking this W column.
Okay. So I mean you have generated random data. So
Yes.
random data is like only what this random data is 101s.
Yes, random data only. This is. You can take CSV also. I will take an example of CSV. Okay.
Hmm.
Otherwise, that is also fine thing. Good thing. But so so this is how you access the single column. So you can see that this output is a series. Okay. Now if you want to get the multiple column, so here this is the example. You pass this example as a list. Okay. Now if you want to drop any column, then drop new. Okay. Drop new, then x is equal to 1. This should be your column.
So what if this data frame will drop the data inside the memory, right? Not the
Yeah.
actual.
No, not in file. Inside the data frame memory. That will drop that column. Okay.
Okay.
So x is 1 means your column, x is 0 means row. So while drop anything, you need to mention that x is that particular okay, that new column is from where, that is the issue. You can see that. Like new, if you don't give the axis, it will give the error. But it will not permanently save in data frame. If you want to permanently save into that particular memory, you need to place in place equal to 1 minute. Again. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is your how your in place equal to 2. Okay. Now suppose if you want to add some row, so you will mention here like drop e. This is my row part and your x is equal to 0. Okay, understand?
Yes, and if I want to find a specific row with column,
Yeah. Wait. I will tell. So for selecting row, we are using LOC lock and the row index ID. If it is a, if it is a name, then pass a. Otherwise, if if it is like simple like 0, 1, 2 like default, you can pass use ilock then position. So here is it 2. So 0, 1, 2. It will take the, you can see that WXYZ they like 2.1. So it is a 0. Okay. And this is the, if you suppose this is my data frame, and if you want to get the location of B and Y, B, from the B row, take only this Y column value. You can use this like LOC. First is your row, second is your column. Got it?
here,
Yeah. So if you want to like multiple records of years, so first you can see this LOC. First this is your row. This is A and D means first it will get this A and D. And from there W and Z column. Okay.
okay,
Yeah. This is the means how we are using. Okay. So another your data frame concept like selection, how to selection some from the database. So again same. So you can see that. So how to select from the database. So suppose I want to get the value, okay, of the database, like which value is greater than 0. So this is how we're writing data frame. Inside data frame greater than 0. If there is pass the condition. Okay. Or suppose if you want to filter like Excel, like where suppose filter the data frame. Suppose like I have a employee data. Okay, so I want to filter some data. Okay, according to my job ID. So you can do that. So here you are. This is the particular way. Like GF Z equal to 0. So this is only a series. It will only check particular apply the condition on this particular column. Okay. So how to get from the database filter? So here your code is like data frame inside data frame Z greater than 0. Okay, so according to Z column, whose value is greater than 0, it will return the entire data frame. Okay, and again, if you want to filter the column, you need to give here. If you don't like this, W and Y. If you don't give any kind of column value, fine. Means if you don't give, it will return the entire data frame. But here, if you give the this one column name, so it will also filter the data and filter the column.
okay.
This is also another way. Like if you give the end operator, like in SQL, how you do it? Like select where condition end and where this condition and this condition. So you can. This is also another dfw greater than 0 and dfy greater than 1. So end operator to work. Like if you have more condition, you can give like more end. Okay, according to that particular, you can write your data frame this condition. So you can filter data, or you can use or condition. Okay, then this is how to reset index. So this is my index. Then how to reset it? So we are using reset index. Once you reset, it will come into 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it?
Okay.
Till this clear, na? Okay. So suppose if you want, oh yeah, suppose if you want to make any column as index, so you can use set index. Okay. So here you can see the set index. So your this here become index now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how your condition format. So another is this is a group by. They like multi-index. Okay. Then how to create multi-index? Suppose you can see that this is my I just mentioning a outside particular index, like this is exactly what my outside index, and inside you can see that like 1 2 3 and 1 to 1, suppose. Okay, like so I combine this particular these two, the index list and keep outside inside, so it will create a tuple. So this is my now how to create multi-index. So you can see that I write this pd multi-index from tuple and we pass the value while creating the data frame. Okay, we create pass the value. Sorry, data frame like random62 data and this index name, air index and this column name. A and B is the column. This is the parameter how the argument will pass. So you can say this is your database. This is my outer index. This is my inner index. Okay. So how to get that value of particular that outer index? So you can use this like dot loc e1 dot iloc1. Iloc1 means from this e1 index e1 get this okay. 1 2 3 then g2 1 g2 2 g3 1. Okay. Okay. So this is how problem means how to access this particular data type. Then another is the group by. Like if you suppose we have index number, we have group, and according to that, I need to group by. So while group by, you are doing some kind of aggregation. Okay. So that I will also tell you. So this is a cross function. Return the cross section row equal to your data frame. Yeah. It will, like whatever the other like using this will you understand like whatever the G1 like it is a cross section, like you can see the 0.16 okay, so we will only get this information of the G1 totally, XX G1, okay, clear.
Mm,
So now go to the Panda operations. Okay, suppose I have numpy, okay, so this is the operation. Suppose if you want to if you don't want to get the entire data, you want to get the only first two row, five row. So for that we are using head. So head will give you if you don't pass any value, by default it will return the five row. Okay, and but if you suppose if you pass there like 50, 20, so it will return the that whatever the number, whatever the row you want. Now with the one is the you can see that this is also one method is the unique to get all like unique value, like distinct value from the column, and un unique means get the number count of distinct value. You can see that unique, sorry, unique, yeah, you can whatever the count, this is a three. Either you can use this like length or you can use this non-unique, it will also give you the count. One is the apply method. So apply means like suppose for transformation purpose, so you can apply one particular function. So whatever your logic you want to apply something to your particular column. So for that you can use dot apply.
what is this lambda means?
Lambda is the another function. Python function is there. So it is a type of function like one line argument, like your arbitrary concept here. So you can use that also, or you can use normal whatever the Python functions are there. You can use that also.
So apply some function name. So which function you have applied over here? Apply length on
Yeah,
D column three.
length is a function. So whatever the column value, it will return their length.
So if I write my own custom function, it will take that,
Yes,
which is
yes,
all logic.
yes. You can write your own custom function.
Okay.
Now, if you want to sorting the data frame, so sorting the data frame according to some column. So this is how you can do that. Sort value. Okay. Now, if you want to choose some notional value, okay. So here you can see the null. So if there any null value is there, so get null value. Okay. This is also one concept, pivot table. So you can say this is my data ABCD. So pivot table is like your same kind of Excel pivot table, like value equal to D, index equal to AB, and column equal to C. So you can see that it will create a multi-index data frame, like this is the router index. These are my column.
Value equal to D means what it is? It's a column name.
Yeah, D the column name. You need to give this pass. So this is my completely normal data. So I mentioned that this is my index A, B, column is C, and value is D. Okay. So it will create a multi-index data frame. Okay.
Okay. But I cannot see column D. You have mentioned value is equal to D. And
You
then you have taken index A comma B. Index A is bar and B is 1. And column C, X, Y, Z.
so you can see that this is your value is D. Column equal to C. This is column. Index equal to A and B. So both including this will create a outer index, inner index. So this you can see the bar and foo. We have two unique records. So bar and foo. Here one you can see that inside foo one, foo two. So we have one and two and one and two. So 1 2 1 2. Index will created. Your
So it
column is
is like a column, select column A, B, group by C.
yes. So it is, and here I mentioned column value should be C. So we have column X Y X Y. So you consider we have column X Y X Y, and D will be the value. So here you can say foo 1x, foo 1x 1.0, then Y 3.0. Okay. So this is how it is working.
Okay.
Okay. What? So this is about your fund. Okay. And missing data, right? How to working with missing data. Okay. So you can see that this is how we are working with missing data. Okay, suppose I have a value which are the null. Okay. Then suppose if you want to replace some null value, either you can drop, okay, or you can replace value. So how to, either how to drop means trace means actually that column student to that not null value. Okay, suppose I have some x is 0, like remove all x is 0 means row, remove all row which have two not null value, not null value, not null, some value is there. Okay, so according to that you can drop this column, and that is the you can either fill this not value, sorry, and null value. Okay, either 0 or any value. So for that you are using df like data frame, then fill na.
Okay.
Another is the mean value. If you want if you want to insert the mean into your null value, so you can find this like particular find the column, fill in a value of a dot mean, like whatever the value of that particular column, if there is any kind of null value, put the mean. Okay. Okay, clear everything?
Yeah, it's too fast, but unless I'll try it, I won't be able to get the complete thing.
Yeah. This is the
Can you share these notebooks?
yeah, sure. I will share. So this is all about it, means panda means. Okay. So another concept is your merging, joining. Okay, group by concept. Okay. So you first read what is the data, then we can go. Okay, one by one.
So these pandas or pandas or this data frame have all analytical functions with them also.
Yes, all your whatever that you do in SQL or Excel, find you can.
Hello.
Yeah. So you read first what is the data set,
Yeah.
then I will. Okay. Now you when using the group by part, right? What we will do in group by? We are doing some kind of aggregation. So you can see that. So it will automatically group by company and mean. So according to this, we are finding the mean value. So if you whenever you finding giving the mean, so at least your one column should be numeric. Okay. So it will automatically calculating the mean according to that value. If it is didn't find any numeric value column, it will give you the error. Okay. Then like that, group by company sum, like standard deviation. Okay. Then suppose if you have kind of multi-index column, so group by company, then sum dot and get this particular row. Sum that according to group by and got the value of every. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you can also get the count. Okay. Now same kind of make minimum. Then if you want to get the all information like count, mean, standard deviation of a data frame, like first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and so you can use also describe.
So this group by min or max that you calculate, it doesn't add in separate column inside the data frame, or it adds in column in data frame.
Which one? Group by mean.
No, data frame dot group by company dot min. So it will
Yes,
calculate in minimum value. Does
yes,
it
yes.
add this column inside the data frame, or it
No,
doesn't add?
no. It doesn't. It particularly give you the group by and whatever the your column name. There it will put the your minimum value.
No, I mean, if you look at the bottom output, is like standard deviation, min, everything is present over here.
Yeah. That is the describe, like all information of the data frame. So describe will give you count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum. So it will create a row, particular column. Describe will do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want to convert this particular row to column and column to row, so you can use transpose. Okay.
Okay. So these are all Python functions. So, okay.
Yes. Okay. One is the this is one input output. Okay. So like input means how to read from the particular CSV or particular type. Okay. Like we have read CSV suppose. Okay. So for that we have read CSV method is there. Okay. So you can, if you are using this, so you will completely read the CSV. And if you want to only the columns name, so you can see that we have the column. Okay. So let me run this. Okay. So this. So step will give you the count of row and column. Like you can see there in my data set, I have this is the row and this is the column. Now this is the my column. Now head 10. If you want to get the like first 10 row, or you can pass there also.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, this is my DF now. So print B. So I just created another data frame. So you can see that it is my 10. Okay, 10 row. Write to CSV. For that we are using to CSV and the name. So it will and index equal to 4. So whatever the output, it will write to particular CSV. Okay.
So what is this R means?
Which one?
Before the path you have written some R.
R
Path, file path you have, right?
yeah. File path na. Okay. You need to give this your file path na completely while to CSV.
Yeah, but R you have written something. R first you have written and then there is a path.
Yeah. Sure. You can use the one path. You can create a path using that your OS library, like what is your current working directory. You can define some path if you have some hard-coded value to
Yeah,
your
what
path.
is this R means? R is relative path or absolute path?
No. This is only read. You can relative. You can see that. Either if it is fine or if you don't give, that is also fine. R is not necessary. We can give it for basic, but it is not necessary.
Okay.
So while reading from the Excel particular path, whatever the file name, and in Excel you know that we have sheet one like sheet 1, sheet 2. So just give sheet. Okay. Okay. Got this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all about your Panda. Okay. So I will send you this. So you need to means you can use this also SQL Alchemy also here, like read the read SQL table. So I will tell you while you working with the database part. Okay, but Panda for this we have only this like whatever the table. How can you Panda like create table, pivot table? Okay, and like duplicate. Okay. So do you want to start me that Spark part today, or you want to go through the Panda path?
Yeah, I mean, you can start. I have no problem with that. But what about the other functions like query partitioning or order by clause or windowing functions or the lag functions which are there?
Which one? Like
Partition, lag, like or rank or there is a partition of the query also you can do.
okay. Let's check which part we are talking. Okay, which part you are talking? Data frame indexing one second.
No,
Pivot
are
table is
there any
the
analytical functions like there is windowing function also, right?
Mhm. Got it. watch which one you talk. Okay, this are you are talking about rolling mean, rolling correlation, but aggregate mean. It this I already told you, no? Some mean, standard deviation.
Yeah, aggregate, min, max, these you have told. But what is
Yes,
this window? I mean, window is also like,
but okay, 2.1. Okay, well let's see. Okay, what you say. Get this. So now coming to the spark.
if you want, we can take a break and we can meet around 10
Uh,
o'clock.
no, 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 no. We will. I want to continue because by 11 o'clock, I need to log in office. That actually my that's why I'm asking you. Like, if you have any schedule for weekday,
No, I
any
didn't get you.
means any. Do you have any specific available schedule for weekday also, like night 9 to 10? Is there any kind of schedule, kind of available slot? Do you have any?
I mean, like, if you want, I can come at 11 o'clock, I mean, 10:30. From 10:30, if not at night, but in morning,
Yeah,
10:30,
morning.
then you can start.
Yeah, yeah,
Then after
yeah.
that, you can take.
Fine. 10:30 to 11:30 or 12. That is fine for me. Absolutely fine for me because my office timings are like 1 to it's like from 1 p.m. to it will continue till like 1 a.m. mostly 12 a.m. So that's why I'm talking. Even in Saturday also.
Saturday, Sunday also.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, we got comp off, but there are some strict deadline are there. That's why I am telling you. Means because it's very hectic for me because yesterday I work till 2 a.m. Okay, so it is very difficult. So that's why, like, if you going for weekdays like 10:30 to 11:30 12, it is absolutely fine for me.
Weekdays, you're saying weekends.
Weekdays.
Weekdays, no. Weekdays, I don't have time at all.
Okay, they don't have time.
Yeah, I don't get any time in weekends. Sorry, weekdays. On weekends only I find time.
Okay, do one thing now. We just taken 20-minute break. Then okay, we'll come and I will tell you more about the PySpark. Okay, then we can see. Okay, okay, it is
Okay.
fine. Okay then.
Hello. Hello. Are you back? Hello.
Hello. Okay, Rishikesh. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we do now, whatever the panda I will tell you. So let's just take an example. And today I only show you this. I am going to complete this. Okay. So this panda. So take a live example, and I will show you how to work with exactly. Okay. Then we go to the PySpark. Is it possible to, like, if you cover the PySpark next class, because I have to log in or log in till.
Sorry, I didn't get you what you're saying.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah. Means today I would doing. I am now currently we are doing some analysis on Panda. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So after that we will end the class. So is it possible that I'm telling you that we can complete this PySpark in coming Saturday, but it time should be 11 to. Is it fine? Because
Yeah, I
8.
mean, we can start at 11 till you can go till 2 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah. That's very really helpful for me, because what happened now, means really I am clear you the fact, because I have to work till, means like we have some deadlines up there. So is it very impossible to wake up early and take the classes? So means you can understand that, right? If you work till like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m., then you have to work. So that is the issue with me actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And
and currently,
for me
yeah,
also, every day I sleep at
yeah,
12 o'clock or 12:30 at night,
yes,
and
yes,
I
yes.
wake up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in morning. So I
And
know what
for
what is what.
yeah. For today, we can like we will do this panda class. Okay, and from next Saturday, okay. So we'll start from the PySpark and we will spend 11 to 2. That is absolutely fine for me. Okay.
Okay, 11 to 2 is okay. But
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing is that, I have got a specific time period. I need to complete this entire course in this specific time period because we would be starting some things in my office. So before that, I
Okay.
need to get these things done.
Sure. Tell me your timeline. What is your extended timeline? What is your deadline? Means like
No, my
August.
deadline was end of this. My deadline was end of this month.
Okay.
but
Okay. So on
but
the, so
I can go
is
till mid of August. We can try to finish everything by mid of August.
Sure. Mid of August is absolutely fine. There will be no issue. Actually, what happened? Monday is my deadline, UAT deadline, and we have only got 14 days to complete the project. That is the problem. Means every day we need to work. Means we ask for one month, but the client give us only two weeks of day. 2 weeks. I
Okay.
don't I don't know. Means this is completely, means. So for that I also got 4 day actually comp off. So I am free actually. Like I take the comp off on Thursday and Friday. So Thursday, Friday, if you have time, I can take class whole day. I take
So
that comp off.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is holiday for me.
Holiday. Na? So Friday we can take. Friday I take the comp off. So like last weekend also I work. This weekend I also work. So I get 4 day comp off. Comp off. So I have. So if you want, we can start the class whole day Friday from 10 to evening 5 if you want. I can take, because Friday is my
That
comp.
would be that is too much for me. Whole day. I mean, we can
Whole
start
day
at 10
means.
o'clock and we can do it in afternoon.
Sure. Like 10 to 1, then we can between we can take 1 or 2 hour gap, then again afternoon. That is absolutely fine for me on Friday.
Friday and Monday also. Monday is also holiday for us.
Yeah. Monday also I take the comp off. I have 4 comp off, so I will take one Friday, one Monday then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my suppose. So let's do some exercise. I will show you.
Suppose what we'll do now. So okay, first I will show you this one particular one analysis. Then I show you exactly how I code in Panda. Okay, so that also you have some guide quite in like real time idea how to work. Suppose I have a file. Suppose so. For suppose we have CSV file. Okay. Okay. Can see that this is our particular file is reading. So now we can print this. Okay. So you can see that this is data. If you want to like get only 10 row for sample row, suppose it is similar to your first and like a limit 10 in SQL. Okay. Then if you suppose if you want to check the column. Okay. So this is the column. You can see it. Okay. These are the column. Now if you want to check the row number, what are the records number? So this is the your row number. This is the column number. Okay. Suppose now you earn the like the how you are checking the table information in SQL. So similar to kind if you are like this. You can see that. This is I got the entire like you can see that like describe table what we do in SQL like column name then particular not null count data type if some has null value then it will be come here. Okay, so you can there is no null value in my current database, so you can see that usage 14.7 MB. Okay, these are the data types. Int means it is integer, object means this is string. So in Panda whatever your string data type, the in Panda it is object data type. Okay. Now suppose if your requirement is there, so let's take an example. Suppose just how to do the data analysis. Okay, suppose base pay or like if you want the all information, all employee detail whose base pay is greater than this 1674 greater than like SQL employee the salary is greater than. So how to do that? Suppose you need to store something. Suppose I store in df1. Okay, so here then we give the condition. This is my base pay. Then here put the condition. Suppose greater than what is the value? This is the value. Suppose greater than this. Okay. Where df is not okay. Sorry. Okay, what is the base pair data type? It is the object data type. Okay, so we need to first convert into this. So either you can say that equal to equal to. There will be no data type, you can say that. Issue here. Okay, you can see this column name. I think it is df data, right? From there, I take the base pair and equal to 1674. Okay, this is the object data type now. So there is no such kind of data. You can see that equal to, it will not give any data. Suppose if you take another column name, suppose employee name, job title. Let's take the job title. Suppose this one, assistant deputy chief, this particular job title. You can see that we have all information of assistant deputy chief too, like David Suzanne, Mark Henry, Barbara Sickle. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Okay, so suppose here you get the all column, but you want to specific column. Only job title, employee name. You don't want the all information. So just put here the column name. First filter, then filter the column name. So you can see that these are the names of this particular assistant deputy chief two. We have these are the employee name who are in assistant with job title is assistant deputy chief. Okay, and this is your, you can see that index. Now suppose if you want to reset this index, suppose like from fresh, so you can use this also. So you can see that now this is your new index, and this index is also work there. So you need to suppose drop this. Then you need to define the axis. Okay, suppose x is equal to, this is your 1. So you can see that index will be a delete. Okay, this is how we are working in data science. Okay.
So it's like you take the data in memory and you do all kind of manipulations and put the data into another variables, and
Yes,
then you
yes.
use those variables for another process.
Exactly. Your same thing also your you do in your PySpark also. Like suppose we have data, we first load it to the data frame, and we do their operation whatever the in memory. And this is completely, you can say that it is kind of cursor kind of object, cursor or temporary memory data frame. You can do calculation also here. Okay, suppose here David Sullivan. So I need to do some calculation, suppose kind of currency calculation. So you can do that. Just store this, suppose like temporary value, and you can use that. Suppose let me show you one example how to do calculation. Let's take the data type, suppose ID, year. Okay, total pay. We have total pay column. Suppose my data frame is there. Okay, let's take another example. So here we take the suppose all columns. Suppose salary column, total pay column. We can take that total pay. So if you want to now do some kind of aggregation or kind of some currency, suppose this is my currency, I convert it to the million. So how can you do that? So you either you can do directly or you can add one column. Suppose salary in million. So how your salary in million? This is your series object, right? Whenever you creating one column, it is my series object. So here this is new column name. And what is this column name value? Total pay. Suppose I convert into million. Suppose I need to divide it by 1000. DS data not DS1. Yes. Right. Data. That is not correct. Let me put here obviously matching. Okay, here you can see that one column is add. This is in million. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, na. So you can like salary. So you can now some kind of calculation like currency calculation. Whatever the calculation you want to do, you can do here like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So then Friday is done. Friday 10 a.m. Okay. So I will create a link and send it to you. Okay.
Friday 10:30 would be fine for you.
Yeah. Any time you can ask Friday. Friday I'm completely free. It is my complete
10:30.
10:30
We can
na.
start
Okay.
on 10:30 and see
Okay.
how it goes.
Friday and Monday also 10:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I will
Can,
send you.
can I get your mobile number if you won't mind?
Yeah,
Instead
sure,
of
sure.
having these people in between, I can directly call you and see what is happening in that case.
Uh, 1 second.
I can give my mobile number also if you want.
Okay. Wait. 1 second. Okay.